This is a video about seventh chords, and we're going to do the 5 basic seventh chords: the major seventh, the major minor seventh, the minor seventh, the half diminished, and the diminished seventh. The major seventh chord has a major triad and a major seventh. The major minor, also called the dominant seventh, is a major triad with a minor seventh. Then we have the minor seventh, which is a minor triad and a minor seventh. The half diminished, which is also called the minor 7 flat 5, and then the fully diminished seventh chord. So to get the major seventh chord, we want to just draw the thirds in, first of all. Then we're going to use the key signature of the bottom note, the major key signature, which will help us create the major triad and the major seventh. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to draw in the thirds first, and we take the key signature of the bottom note, which is all naturals, and we have the major seventh triad. We have a major third, a perfect fifth, and a major seventh. The next chord, we want to keep the major triad, but we want a minor seventh, so we're going to use a flat on that to lower it. In the next chord, we want a minor seventh, so it's going to be the same seventh, but we need to lower the third to create a minor triad. Now we have a minor triad and a minor seventh. And in the next triad, it's a half diminished, so we need a diminished triad with a minor seventh or a minor 7 flat 5. So there's the minor triad, the minor seventh, and then I'll lower the fifth to create the diminished triad, and that's the chord. In the diminished seventh chord, looks almost the same, except we need a lowered seventh. So we're going to put a flat on the E, a flat on the G, and then a double flat on the B, which will create, oops, need to erase here. Let's try it again. That eraser takes quite a bit. So there's a flat on the E, a flat on the G, there's the diminished triad, minor seventh, now that's a diminished seventh. So that's the fully diminished seventh chord. Okay, let's look at another key. So we can go on to the next row. Again, we want a major triad with a major seventh. So we can just draw in the thirds. And then think of the key signature of that bottom note. So it's the key of D, 2 sharps. So we've got an F sharp and a C sharp. And in the next chord, we need a major triad with the F sharp, but we're not going to put a sharp on the C because we need a minor seventh there. And the next chord, we need a minor triad, so we won't use the F sharp or the C sharp, and we just leave them all natural. So we have a minor triad with a minor seventh. And in the half diminished, we want we need a flat on the fifth to make that a diminished triad. So remember, that's a minor 7 flat 5. So I'll just put a flat right there on the A, and I've got a half diminished chord, half diminished seventh chord. And then the fully diminished, I'm going to lower the seventh too. So now I'll put a flat on the C this time, and that will give me the diminished triad with the diminished seventh, a fully diminished seventh chord. And then I'm going to go on to the next row. And again, I'll just draw in the thirds. I need a 4-note chord, so I can just stack the thirds up. Think of the key signature of the bottom note, and you know the E flat has 3 flats, so B is flat in that key, D is natural. So there's my major triad with a major seventh. In the next one, major minor seventh, this is also called the dominant seventh. I'm going to keep the triad major, and I'll lower the seventh to a minor seventh, which would be a D flat. And in the next one, I need to basically have almost the same, except I am going to lower that third. So now I have a minor triad with a minor seventh. And the next one, think of this as minor 7 flat 5. So I can just start with the minor seventh chord, but I need to lower the fifth another half step. So I'm just going to put a double flat on the B this time. And then the next one, just one change here, I'm going to lower the seventh to a diminished seventh. So it's almost the same as the half diminished, but I need to lower that seventh another half step. So a double flat on the fifth, and this time a double flat on the D, which is a diminished seventh. Okay, so that's how you do these.